No one's is for forever. Nothing is for forever in this life. Every man and every woman is for a couple of years. Even when they get married and they have a children, they're not staying forever. Especially on those days, in these modern days.
I'd be honest, I don't understand how that relates to the love languages.
I think it's late. I think Elena is being nice by staying on our podcast, and she really wants to go to bed. Yeah, there you go. So, all right, we'll do one more. I promise we'll let you go. We'll do one more. Thumbs up if you agree. Thumbs down if you disagree. In the middle. I hate that. Whatever the hell that damn thing is. How do I turn that off? I would never date, maybe not never, or yeah, we'll say never. I would never date a Trump supporter / man who identifies conservatively politically. Yes, I would. No, I agree. I would not date a Trump supporter. I would date one, or I'm in the middle.
I didn't understand the question. Really, you're speaking very fast.
All right, let me slow it down.
Yes.
Actually, let's change the order of the thumb because it's like I don't know. This it's like I would.
Or you just say, is it a red flag?
No, I don't. No, I think I want to see if they would actually date a guy because like girls can look past red flags, and a lot of this is like a deal breaker for a lot of chicks. So let's say it's a deal breaker. Like Trump supporter, is he a deal breaker or not? Like, would you date a Trump supporter? Yes, no. I'm in the middle. 3, 2, 1. Middle, would not. Galena, Trump supporter. You like Trump or no? Down. Okay.
No.
Alexia, let's start with you. You're in the middle. So like talk to me about that.
Oh man. So I'm going to be honest. I don't really know enough about the topic to talk about it. I do not.
How does Trump make you feel? Let's start there.
I think Trump has some. I think the way that Trump presents himself, I don't like. I'm not a big fan of. I'm big on integrity, but I don't like follow politics enough to know. Like, I really don't. Like, I don't.
Fair answer.
Yeah. No. I mean, I've obviously like I see. You know, my mom's always got CNN on and all that, so I've seen. You know, I've seen both sides of the coin, but me personally, I'm not involved enough. But I do find it fascinating why people choose one side versus the other, and I do like learning. So I'm always like, I always want to hear like what their perspective is and where they're coming from. But personally, I just don't follow long enough with politics to really, yeah.
So not a deal breaker. Like if he is, like that's fine, but other factors come into play that make the ultimate determination on whether you see him or not. Okay, that's fair. Yeah. I think it's a great answer. Galena, on to you. You would not date a Trump supporter.
I thought her answer was going to be Austin's one.
No.
That's good.
Oh no, I think it's like her.
So you think so you would. So like a Trump supporter is not a deal breaker.
No.
Okay. That's fair. I mean, look, that's fair. Look, because the reason I ask this, there's a lot of women out there, and we haven't got to Ivania yet, so I don't know. But like a lot of women out there that are probably in the same boat as you, Alexia, where they're like, I don't know jack shit about his policies. I just know that he yells on TV and I don't like that. So screw Trump supporters. And it's like, well, what don't you like about him? It's like, he's mean. It's like anything. You're like, yeah. So I think it's a fair answer. Vanya, what about you?
I have never been in a relationship with someone who's Democratic. So I feel like patterns say that it's not a deal breaker for me. My family is very independent. So, you know, either or kind of goes. We don't really talk politics at the table. And I think Trump is really extreme, which I have kind of an issue with extreme. You know, whether you're really far left or really far right, I think that's a little wild to me because I think it's a case by case basis. But I do think how unapologetic he is a trait of a really good leader. So hate me for that, but I think
you're gonna get any hate from us. Yeah,
I do like that. I do like that she said that.
Yeah.
When he says something, like he's gonna stand behind it, and the world might see him as crazy for that. But I think I've respected that out of him.
You said
bonus question. Oh, go ahead, Spence. And then I got the last one.
You said there
we can start
that
to wrap.
he's very extreme, and that kind of gives you a little bit of pause with some people. Is that a deal breaker if a guy is extreme on one side?
Yeah, I think if a girl is extremely into like zodiacs, I think that would turn a lot of men off, right? I think if anyone is super extreme into something, it's going to turn off a whole side of people. So yeah, I think I try to stay pretty much in the middle unless someone really wants me to give a thumbs up or a thumbs down, you know? So
this is kind of a follow-up question, and this is just kind of like a teaser. This is not meant to break anybody's brain. I'm going to leave you with a softball one as we start to wrap up here. So if I were to tell you that if you looked at one side of the political spectrum, whether it's, let's just say liberal, conservative, right? Democrat, Republican, however you want to call it. Let's just talk, liberal, conservative. If I told you that the men in one particular party who are identify as one particular political leanings tend to make more money, tend to have higher testosterone levels, tend to be taller, tend to be all around more for things like freedom and self-starting and on principles of picking stuff by your bootstraps and getting stuff done, would you say, if you had to guess, you get a 50% chance, but use your actual best guess, would you say those men probably lean more liberal or they probably lean more conservative?
Alexia, what's your guess?
Oh, shit.
Because they all fall into one category. Like this type of man is like they tend to be taller, make more money, higher testosterone levels. They all have one sort of political leaning affiliation in common.
Conservative? I think someone else
Okay.
should go first.
That's all right. That's your guess. Go.
Oh,
she dropped it. It's too late for her. Ivania, what about you?
Well,
you probably already know this based on experience.
Yeah, I think I'm from Utah and I live in Nashville now. It's like people are very conservative in both of those places, and I've never found a liberal man to be attractive. So, and it's not due to like what they are saying to me. It's just like that's the pattern. So I would totally agree with that. So
yeah.
Okay, you're correct. No prize, but you both win. So yeah, I mean that's something which is really interesting because like I'm sure we'll ask this question more, and I think we'll have ladies on the panel that are like, fuck Trump, like never Trumper, like never conservative, swipe left or whatever. It's like, but you want a guy that's tall, you want a guy that makes money, you want a guy that lifts weights in good physical shape, has a lower body fat percentage, you want a guy that believes in personal freedom, you want a guy that believes in autonomy and getting things done. All of those things are heavily aligned with conservative political leanings.
All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.